Hey guys, this is Second Perspective. Welcome to another episode of QQ. I'm Paul Weston, and my co-host here is...
Torin McLaughlin.
How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I just got up from some fishing, hunting, hit a fish, and killed a lot of things, and I felt really great about myself. And
Yeah.
I don't fish or hunt, so.
Hey, you know what you just did with me about 2 hours ago? Less than?
Oh yeah, we watched a movie, didn't we?
Yeah. You want to do a review on it? Awesome.
Yeah, wow, this is spontaneous, man.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing for you is a review on Mad Max Fury Road. I would be very surprised if you did not at least hear about it. It's quite popular. In case you're unaware, this is going to be spoiler-free. But let's just get straight to giving you sort of the important details and a synopsis.
So I'll give you, a quick synopsis, quick list of names. George Miller directed this one, and Tom Hardy plays Mad Max. Charlize Theron plays Imperator Furiosa, who is the daughter of Immortal Joe, captain of the Citadel, sort of master of the Citadel. And Nicholas Hoult from Skins and from Warm Bodies, and can't remember what else, plays Nux. He's one of the war boys of the Citadel. So quick synopsis of Mad Max. Basically, Mad Max gets captured by Immortal Joe's war boys, taken to the Citadel, and attempts an escape, and in the process gets tangled up with some other people, including Imperator Furiosa. And there's wide-scale war involving war boys from the Citadel and Gastown and somewhere else. And basically there's lots of metal and lots of carnage, lots of flames and fire and blood and red stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to purposefully keep a rather quiet, simple synopsis because it does what it needs to do.
Yeah, basically, I think the action, as an action movie, it did itself so well that there was no unnecessary plot, and to tell you any of it would be too much at this point.
So I'm just gonna go quickly. I'm gonna give this. I'm between an A and an A plus. Simply because so often, especially on this show, I always talk about how a film doesn't know what it's trying to do, and because it does that, it just doesn't do anything particularly well, or it misses the mark on a number of things. But I feel like it does a really good job of just essentially saying, I want to be a clean, simple action film with beautiful art direction and crazy stunts that looks wonderful.
Craziness,
and it basically it does that. It doesn't overreach. The thing that it often does is so many of the things that we learn in film school are fundamentals, like try and tell a story without using dialogue, all those sort of different things. It does all the things like we're taught at least to try in film school, and it does them immensely well. And I think there's something to be admired about that. And so I'm gonna give it an A. I'm not sure why I'm not giving it an A plus, but I'm definitely it's whatever it attempts to do, it does it very, very well, which I think is completely admirable. The only weaknesses, quote unquote, that I think it might have, it would be coming from a viewer's expectations of what the film is. If you go in expecting a Tarantino film or like some other kind of action film or like something that's super dialogue heavy, basically if you come in with expectations of what it is, you might get disappointed, and that's the only time I think it would ever actually do something wrong. But yeah, I don't see too many weaknesses in this film. What about you, Torn?
Yeah, I was just thinking about when you were speaking there, typical action movies where they have, as part of the genre, like these little quips built in by the lead characters and that sort of thing, like, he better cool off or something in Batman, whatever, Returns or whatever the fuck Batman. sorry about that, you'll have to bleep that.
Oh man, we've sworn to him many times in this show.
Oh, okay, great. And there's nothing like that. This film takes itself seriously, but it's not without like lighthearted moments and tender moments emotionally, which is rare for an action film to be this well scripted, including those moments, because typically, like, if you have a romance plot that intercedes on the action plot, it's like really high octane and it's all like sex and lust and that sort of thing, or if they try to be emotionally true, it seems a little like
out of place and weird,
too polished, and just dropped into the film. It doesn't, the one of the vehicles of one of the main thematic vehicles of the movie actually has to do with, compassion versus consumption, I would think. And I think the writing does a good job of that on the level of plot because there's really not a ton of dialogue, right? And Max doesn't say much himself at all. It's mostly grunts and character acting. The characters are great. The action sequences are awesome. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are. They are fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know that I was ever actually bored in this film, which is
No, I wasn't either. There are a few brief respites, like pauses between action, but you basically get like a half hour full of action and then a little break and then another half hour full of action, etc., etc. So as an action film, I would give it an A+ for sure. Yeah. It's one of the best in terms of art direction and choreography and stunt and metal work and that sort of thing that they put into the cars. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, actually, just
awesome plus
us talking about it, and just me, like, especially when you're talking about like how it didn't take a romance like B plot or anything. It didn't fall into all these different traps that it could have, and like its third act was just as good as its second and first act, which most films that I've seen these days kind of like they chicken out or they screw it up somehow. They hold their punches. This film doesn't do any of that. So yeah, I'm wrong. It's an A+.
Hey, awesome.
But I think that's it for us. I wanted to keep it short and sweet, very to the point, quite like Mad Max. And yeah, come join us for a discussion where we will be talking. I don't know if we'll be talking a huge amount, but we will be definitely talking about certain aspects of the film. But come join us.
We'll put it through the meat grinder.
Yeah. I was about to totally spoil something for the people. Anyways, until next time. See you guys.
Goodbye, people.